Okay. Uh, hey, I just want to address something that everyone already actually talked about. It is the Balisong community's clone or counterfeit culture, right? So I'm pretty sure you are all aware that a lot of original Balisongs like Squid Industries, Benchmade, um, the Hom designs, and what else? Okay, so a lot. There's been a lot of clones that has arisen in the past 2 years, I guess. I don't know, right? I mean, I only got to Balisong flipping last year, so I don't know, man. So I know that people ask, "Oh, what's your opinion on clones?" Or, "Are you against it, or do you hate the people who buy them? I mean, you have them, right? Blah blah blah." And I think that people don't. Okay. People don't think about the other sides of the. I wouldn't say side. Other variables concerning the issue, right? So sure, it's bad. Sure, it's stealing. Some people don't have the luxury of buying the original one, and some people just want to start out and don't want to do the full $200 commitment or something, right? And just want to see if they would like it or not, right? But okay, so addressing the issue that people say, "Oh, I really want to buy a Winter Nautilus or the Kraken Bowie blade, or the gun metal coating on the Kraken, right? But it's only it's not available on their site. What should I do? Should I buy a clone?" Okay, that's not that's not what people that's not the thought process of a normal person who wants to buy the gunmetal coating from Squid Industries, right? They're not gonna say, "Oh, since I can't buy the gunmetal coating variant of the Kraken in Squid Industries, I'll go buy a clone of it." No. No, for people who actually like the product, they would actually wait and save for it, right? Or they would get it secondhand if they really want to, right? People who buy clones are their mindset or what's going inside their head is, "Oh, that looks pretty cool. I want to see how it flips like," or, "Hey, I'm just getting into the hobby and maybe I'll start out with this cheap, cool-looking Balisong," right? Well, I think because this is from my point of view, right? So when I started out, I was like, "Yo, $200 for a Balisong trainer? Even like I don't even use it for cutting or anything, right? I'll just buy a clone. So if you can see in my channel, my very first few Balisongs were actually all clones, man. So the CD Balisong ones are like kind of similar to a glider Balisong, and it started getting me into the hobby, right? Because I was skeptical of spending a lot of money on an actual non-functioning knife, right? Right. So after a few months of flipping that, I was like, "Oh, I go online, see how other flippers flip on it, watch reviews on it, and whatsoever. But then as I got into the community of it, I wanted my own high quality one, right? I wanted to have an authentic balisong, something that is not a clone, something that is not looked down upon. Not really looked down upon, but you know, you get like, oh, you have a clone, you must be starting out, or do you can you not afford the real one? Yeah, so there are these thoughts, right? But for me, I wanted to have an authentic product in my hand to see how the craftsmanship of the real thing differs to the clone, and it's a really big difference. A really big difference. Have you ever wore or seen or touched a fake Yeezy, or maybe a fake Nike shirt, or those silk screen printed T-shirts that you get from a souvenir shop? With the sports team printed on them, like really bad quality and not that nice of a production quality, right? So these are the two different things, right? Two different things of the real thing and the clone, right? It's not bad to buy a clone. It's your own validation that matters. And if you want to see and feel the real product in your hand, like, because, hey, I like their company, I like the design, I want to support them more, but I really don't have the money, right? Then it's your decision if you want to actually buy from them, right? Or get a clone version. Because if you are just planning to get a clone version, then you're just looking for something to flip and not really any other reason, right? Whoa. Right? So with shoes, right? So let's say you wore fake Vans, right? No one would know. No one would know that you're wearing fake Vans. Only you do. Right? Only you would know that you're wearing fake Vans. Unless you tell other people, right? Yo, dude, check out my new shoes. They're from Vans. They look sick, right? And then you go tell them, oh, it's fake, right? But they look pretty good though, right? If I tell you that I'm wearing fake shoes right now, and I'm boasting about it, what would you feel? Right? So same with balisongs. So let's say, oh, do this. Like, let's say, let's get a real let's get a real clone, right? So, oh, dude, this thing flips so good, right? It's good for the money because obviously it's a clone, right? It flips so good, right? It flips so good. And for the price, it does flip good, right? For 40 bucks, look at this. It's performing like how it's supposed to. 40 bucks. 40 bucks, right? Squared off edges. Infinite tap and play that can't be really tuned whatsoever. I tried Loctiting it, like I tried my best to, but okay, that's not the point. The point is, if you put me next to someone with a real Kraken product or a Nautilus product, I would say it would go two ways in my head. Like, oh, I don't care, man. I flip better than you. Or, dude, he's got the real thing that looks better, feels better. But I can do better tricks than him. right? No, it's the validation. The validation within yourself. That's the most important thing. You can buy whatever you want because it's your money. But if you seek attention from the part of the Balisong community that you want to get involved in, that's where the choices matter, right? Like, for example, right? I think his name is Addison True, right? This guy made a custom BRS knife or flipper or balisong, right? He made all custom, right? Given the thought that none of its parts, well, I don't know if it's none of its parts, but most of its parts are not from BRS. Like, since they're all custom, then does that mean it's an original thing by Addison, or they're all clones, just tweaked a little bit, right? Right? It's something to ponder upon, right? Like, oh, it's actually an original balisong because it's an original blade design, original scales and whatever, but it's modeled after the BR S rep, right? So, since it didn't come from the main company, it must be a clone. Dude, come on. But you wouldn't call it a clone, right? Because it's customized. It's validation. It's the verification that you're looking for when you buy the real thing. And then there's also a different type of choice when you just want to support the market, buying custom-made stuff, or using the services of other flippers. Oop. Okay. Well, that's my take on it. It's just one guy's word over the millions or thousands of people who own a balisong out there. Because me, I came from a third world country, right? The Philippines. And it's flooded with China knockoff stuff from cell phones, from computer parts, car parts, designer clothes. Like, counterfeit culture is everywhere in the Southeast Asia, man. And it just comes to the person wearing them or sporting the actual product, if they feel like they should be ashamed of it or not, right? Okay, so I've been going on for a bit now. Like, this is my longest video I've ever made, but that's my opinion on it. I might listen to this in the future and cringe at myself. But yeah, if you want to buy a clone, then just buy it, dude, because people who actually love the product of the original thing, oops, I'm flipping out the frame, like, people who would actually want the product of the actual thing would get it. They wouldn't like, oh, I want this product, I'll go buy a clone of it. No. If they genuinely like the product, if they genuinely want it from that company, they would, because they know the quality and the worth of their money that's going into the thing that they are buying. All right? Because every time you buy a clone, you have this, I have this thought, like, oh, they do the same thing. Like, I could flip this $40 knife, I could flip this $200 knife. Like, they do the same thing. But in my head, I feel like, oh, I'd rather boast about my genuine, authentic knife or Balisong trainer rather than the clone, to show off my skills and share on my social media platforms. And gush about how good this is. Like, this Svixco, dude, the bushing system on this, or the washer, it's so good. Like, I mean, you can't really tell since it's on camera, but once you oof. I've been in this thing a lot. Once you get a hold of an actual product, an actual quality product, the type of product that people have thought of, how can we make things better product, and not just, oh, let's copy something and make money off of it. You would know the difference. You would feel the difference. All right, video's too long. Peace.